Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Jukebox Shenanigans. I am Matt.
And I'm Frank.
And today we are checking out the end of the Circes Saga, the last two songs, done for, with the animatic done by Animatic. And There Are Many Ways, with the animatic by GG!
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 My girl here.
So, again, with disclaimers, we do this every video. I have seen all of the animatics episodes of Thunder Saga, and I've listened to the Wisdom Saga. Frank has heard some of the songs out of order, and has obviously only seen the animatics for the ones that we've seen so far.
Yep.
Now, Frank, have you heard Done For and or There Are Many Ways?
No, I have not.
You have not?
Nope.
Okay. Okay. So we're in a great spot here.
This will be a raw reaction, baby.
Monday Night Raw.
Monday Night Raw reaction. Shin, shin.
This would be really funny if this one releases on Monday instead of Saturday. It'd be even funnier if it released on Saturday because it wouldn't make any sense.
Musical Monday.
Musical Monday. All right. Are you ready?
I am, but before we do, make sure you go back to the original videos, Epic the Musical, and the animatics. Go show them some love, then come back right over here.
Yes, come back. Watch all of the ones up until this point if you have not already. You know, make sure to go check out some of our other content as we're doing some pretty fun stuff. We're trying to experiment a little bit with our content, you know.
Yep.
Find some things that you guys want us to see. If you have any suggestions, let us know, because we will definitely look at those and try to get those out as best as we can.
Yep. And with that, let's go.
Let us begin. There's that horse and the infant motif again. The motif has to mean something, because it always comes in when Odysseus is like strategizing again. Maybe it's a strategy motif.
Yeah, it could be.
Because it's like, you know, we get it. We got it here. We have it in Horse and the Infant. I want to say we had it in Survive too, somewhere.
Right.
You know,
there was I think something with that in Ocean.
There was one with in the Ocean Saga, but I don't remember which song it was in.
Right.
Oh wait, no, it was in Luck Runs Out because it was like I can't have you. Yeah. Okay. Okay. See, there has to be a motif there. There has to be a meaning for that one that we've heard in pretty much every saga so far. But I don't know. Let's see if we can hear it any more in the following songs in the next coming up sagas.
Lady of the palace, sorry that I ask this, but I hope that I've been misinformed. I sent out some scouts to take a look around through here, and they wound up at your doors. Through the years we seldom get a warm welcome, so I must ask just to be sure. Did you do something to them?
Who, me?
Did you do something to them? You know, I just gotta know.
Who, me?
Again, we have this overconfident Odysseus.
Odysseus. Yeah.
He does the same thing with his hand all the time when he's doing this. And I just know it's not going to work out because it hasn't yet. Okay? Maybe he'll shock us this time. Maybe because he did take a bite of holy moly. So maybe, just maybe, it might work this time. We'll see.
Maybe. Also, this might just be me, but my music brain here's the do.
Dun.
Right? Like it has that like kind of that opera feel to it.
Yeah,
which
actually plays kind of sinisterly here.
It does, and it's so great.
So I think in a way, this is gonna be a battle of wit. This might be a battle of wit more than raw power.
I'm sorry that I asked this.
I'm sorry to ask this, but did you do anything, Tim?
Misinformed. I sent out some scouts to take a look around through here, and they wound up at your doors. Through the years we seldom get a warm welcome, so I must ask just to be sure. Did you do something to them?
Who, me? All I did was reveal their true form.
You turned them into pigs.
I don't know who you are nor why you're here, but let me make this one thing clear. I've got people to protect, nymphs I can't neglect, so I'm not taking chances, dear. If you make one wrong move, then you're done for. Anything I don't approve, then you're done for. I could put a spell on you, and you're done for. Boy, you better run, or soon you will be done for.
I don't mean to tip your scale, but you will fail at placing any spells on me. I just ate a flower, one that claims your power, so you better cower now and flee.
You must be a liar, mortals can't acquire money without dire consequence.
Then I must be a god like you, cause I got this root from the ground with my bare hands.
Okay. Okay, let's just think about that for a second. That line.
Oh, Odysseus.
I must be a god like you, cause I got this root from the ground with my bare hands. First of all, calling yourself a god is just bizarre and out there. And second,
this is
wow,
kind of a desperate Odysseus right here, man. What happened to the Trojan horse guy?
Yeah, I know. What happened to the Trojan horse guy? Because he's also out here. He's like, you know what? You know what's a great strategy? Let's tell the enemy my strategy.
Okay, it could be call my bluff, and he wins. That could be the strat. Why this is why you gotta do this all the time, man? All the time, bro. Just once. Listen to Eurylochus, just once, you know, or have him talk. Have him be like, hey, we're weak baby humans, you know, compared to you. You know, you turn my guys to pigs. He's no different. Go get him, Odysseus. Right hook, left hook. Come on, just
fight him. Step.
Bro, I'm about to be on Eurylochus' side here, man.
We're now and flee.
You must be a liar, mortals can't acquire money without dire consequence.
Then I must be a god like you, cause I got this root from the ground with my...
It's also in the background here too, if you heard it.
Heard what?
Be a god like you, cause I got this root from the ground.
Consequence.
Then I must be a god like you, cause I got this root from the ground with my...
Yeah. I was gonna say, I don't know if this is intentional, but there's a lot of like phasing in and out with the those violin hits. It's kind of like an uneasy or kind of nerving feeling with that, and I wonder if that's because this is an extreme gamble that Odysseus is taking. Like
frankly, it is. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna go alone to face this sorceress who have turned some of my men to pigs.
And some random flying dude with wing heels just came up and
my
made me eat a flower.
Came up and gave me a flower and
to eat, you know, and I'm holding a root in the ground.
I was tripping balls for a little bit, but now I'm fine, you know.
You know, I thought I was like flying and stuff. It was crazy, girl. You wouldn't know. So.
Hermes gave it to you, didn't he?
Okay, fine, yes. Well, regardless, you and I are now evenly matched. Our fates are intertwined, they're attached. I've got people to protect, friends I can't neglect. So now there is no turning back.
I love that. It's the same fight, and they're doing the same rhythm, the same chord. It's good. It's good because it's the same person. They're both doing this for the same exact reason.
So when do you think they realize that they're doing it for the same reasons? Never.
No,
probably never.
Also, the whole thing of men are pigs, turn them into pigs. That's egregious. I think that's just the I want to call it thematic statement because that's not the right term. But it's just the point of that
mythology.
story.
That's kind of what it is. If you look at like Percy Jackson,
there's a word for it that's like it's like thematic statement, but it's not a thematic statement. But it's a lesson.
And
it's a lesson.
You'll just tell Rod to put it in right over here.
Exactly. It's like the lesson learned, right?
Yeah.
Attached, I've got people to protect, friends I can't neglect.
Unison.
So now there is no turning back. You've made your one wrong move, now you're done for. I will be the one to prove that you're done for. Not even a spell saves you, cause you're done for. Oh, you better run, or soon you will be done for.
Nice.
Okay, so I do want to talk about that. for a second.
The fight scene?
So, yes, so that came with the power of the Holy Moly, right? Where he's able to conjure up a being to fight for him.
Right.
Did you see what he chose?
Red eyes, a giant creature. Similar to like the Cyclops, right?
Let's see if I can get a good image of it.
To prove that you're done
Also, look at his eyes.
Wolf. Yeah.
neglect. So now there is no turning back. You've made your one wrong.
Red, yes, red eyes, just like the.
Yes, it is the Cyclops. It is the Cyclops.
Yes.
Now, it's not shown in here in this animatic, but it is canon that he summoned the Cyclops originally with no club in order to lure Circe in.
Just the same exact tactic that the Cyclops used.
Summoned and then gave it a club so he can use the club to beat the Chimera alive.
Right.
So, you know, it's quite interesting that it's a mirror of what happened in the Cyclops Saga, as an interesting choice on Odysseus' end.
Now you're done for. I will be the one to prove that you're done for. Not even a spell saves you, cause you're done for. Oh, you better run, or soon you will be done for. You've lost.
My nymphs are like my daughters, I protect them at all costs. The last time we let strangers live, we faced a heavy loss. You've given me no reason to bestow you with my trust, but everyone's true colors are revealed in acts of lust.
I'm not sure I follow.
Oof. Temptation, the next one. The next thing he's got to fight.
I will pause it right here because otherwise it goes straight into the next song right there.
Okay.
All right. So what did you think about Thun 4?
It's a good start to what's to follow. It feels a little short. That's because it flows into the next piece. So I'm not gonna knock it for that. Otherwise, yeah, it's pretty good. Like I said, I'm not too well versed in the Odyssey and in Greek mythology in general, so there's probably going to be a lot of references that I'm missing there, at least visually. But the animatic itself is good. I like there's a little more animation to some of the minor details, like head movement, eyes, and some speaking lines for emphasis. That's great.
As you can see, as we progress further in, the animatics get better and better and better and better with more time.
And even from the same artist, which is fantastic to see. Always improving the game.
Also going back to what you were saying about not knowing much, it does a really good job of, explaining for the most part
right, like
what happened and why some people are like this. Like, you get to that part there at the end when Circe's like, the last time we let stranger lived, we faced a heavy loss.
Yeah.
Like, it kind of paints that picture of why she is the way she is now.
And that's great writing from from Jay himself. Getting that, explaining what is, I think, is it a one book or is it a bunch of book series, the Odyssey? I think it's a book.
It is one book, but it's very long.
A long story and condensing it into these like minute to 2 minute songs. They give you just enough information to know what's going on, but also telling the story in his own way. But I think it's very fascinating. It's a sign of a lot of talent as a writer, as a musician, and as a general artist. And it shows a lot of talent within these artists to go back and bring in visual cues and references from the mythologies
yes, and I'm also pretty sure at I want to say it was either at Ocean Saga or at this point is when Jorge started reaching out to these fan animatics and started actually commissioning them and giving them more details on what he wanted seen. It's also possible that it was done way earlier in the beginning too, starting at like the Cyclops Saga, because I want to say I saw a TikTok or YouTube short of Jorge showing what he sent to Merxy for the Survive one.
Right. Okay.
So it's possible that like a lot of these have been done with the help of Jay and his direction. So it's always interesting to think, that this was all possible.
Right. Yeah.
All right. So with that, we're gonna flow directly into the next song, which is "There Are Many Ways." Some spicy connotations, be warned.
There are other ways of persuasion. There are
nice
other
tango,
modes of
classic
control.
love.
There are
what was
other
one time?
means of deceit.
I have to say,
There are other
I love
roads.
Gigi's character stylings for Circes here. This is definitely my favorite one.
I know, yes, and Odysseus. I love.
Yeah, her
those
Odysseus is great.
designs.
Eurylochus is great. I forgot who did Full Speed Ahead.
Full Speed Ahead was Wolfie the Witch.
Wolfie the Witch. Their policies, policies or whatever.
Polites.
That was my favorite character drawing.
Well, then you don't really have to worry about that anymore.
Oh, it's sad. Even though he's dead, he keeps getting brought up somehow. Can't see no
He will
go.
never. He may be dead. His body may be dead, but he will live on in spirit.
Means of deceit. There are other roads to the soul. There are other actions of passion. You have so much left to learn. Want to save your men from the fire. Show me that you're willing to burn.
Who's to say with the mistakes I've made
Don't be
that they will
afraid.
be the
Think
last
of your
mistakes I
past.
ever made?
Don't break when
There is so much power, but there's no puppets here.
This is the price we pay.
In a way, there is a puppet
There is-
here. In a way, there is a puppet here because he's using, temptation, lust to kind of like.
Yes, and
Way.
you can tell by the way that they're saying there's no puppet here, where Odysseus is like, I'm like, he's trying to be in his mind, like, I'm not a puppet, like, don't give in to this. Where Circe is
Yes.
like, yeah, there's no puppet here. You're not a puppet. You're of
just-
your own free will.
Yeah, she's kind of like trying to trick him in that sense. I love the sassiness that Gigi has in Circes.
In Circe, yeah.
It's so perfect. The tango theme is interesting. Using tango here, because again, it is that classic. Or, let's see the word for it. I'm gonna say classic right now. That classic music style that we use for two enemies that are combating using dance.
But it's also a good one.
something
It's like
else.
also good to show love. So it's like
Yes,
it's
and
kind of
it's
like
also
taking
love.
those two
It's
and
also
combining
roman-
them in together.
Yes, it's a romantic dance. So it's like I said, it's very very clever on Jay's part.
Yes, and it's also it's gonna get a little bit more.
Never made.
Don't break when there is
Also, can we just talk about how how Odysseus is, at this moment is thinking about, will this be the last mistake I ever make?
Right.
Like, he's thinking about all the mistakes that he's made before. Is killing the baby a mistake? Is the mistake going on the island with Polites? Is the mistake going to the cave? Is the mistake
Not
trying to
killing.
be nice?
Yeah, And it's also interesting because he's kind of thinking about falling into the trap head first here.
Yes.
If I do this, is that actually going to set everybody free? It's like, is it worth it? What are the odds here? He's still trying to think tactically.
Yeah, he's like, do I tactically hit that, or do I tactically dodge?
It's tactical lovemaking.
Tactical lovemaking inbound.
Deploying tactical baby.
No, that's the horse and the infant. You're a little late on that one.
Sorry.
So much power, but there's no puppets here.
This is the price
I'm
we pay.
just
Love.
on
There is no line.
just
So much power.
I'm just bringing back Just a Man again. He's only human. He's not one of the deities here. So he's like, It's still that battle between lust and temptation, and at the same time, visually being confirmed with Gigi that this is all a ruse just to get his guard down, just so Circe can kill him.
Yes, by summoning that dagger.
Not so much power,
Or not summoning
so
it, just
much
grabbing it. It was there
power,
already.
there's no perfect here.
I can't.
Ah! I love that. Bring back the violin of his wife, but also Penelope. Bring that motif back in, because that's who he's thinking about. That's who he truly loves. Good man, Odysseus. Stay
Good man.
loyal.
Stay loyal. Stay loyal.
You better stay loyal.
Also,
Odysseus,
I
okay?
love the Circe, the Circe just with the knife and then just. I wasn't doing anything.
Back at home, my wife awaits for me. She's my everything, my Penelope. And she's all my power, but it's been 12 long years. She's 12 long years since I have seen my wife, and now the god of tides is out to end my life. So I beg you, Circe, grant us mercy and let us puppets leave.
Poseidon, eh? There might be a way to evade him. There might be a way to get home. Though this other way's very dangerous, it might be your one final hope. I know of a brilliant prophet. Problem is this prophet is dead. I can't get you home, but I'll get you to the underworld instead. I'll release your men and I'll get you to the
That wasn't the riverboat. That was actually the prophet.
Oh, that's a prophet. Okay,
Yes, he is the blind prophet.
gotcha.
I'll release your men and I'll get you to the underworld instead.
Wait, you're helping us?
There are many ways of persuasion. There are many modes of control. Maybe showing one act of kindness leads to kinder souls down the road. I remember actions of passion. I have been in love once before. Maybe one day the world will need a puppeteer no more. Or maybe one day the world will need a puppeteer.
So much power, but there's no puppet here. No, she's not a bear, she's a puppeteer. No, she's not a bear, she's a puppeteer. Yeah.
I love that his crew is bringing back the melody from the puppeteer because they're happy to brought back. Also, I don't know why that just hyped me up a bit. Just it's a great song. I love the kind of flip on the many ways. There are other ways to get what you want. I kind of bring in a message. Like sometimes if you're nice, it actually works out in the end. It hasn't so far for Odysseus, but this time it actually has, which is very interesting.
Yes. Maybe this is the upward turn he needed.
Maybe Polydeuces had a point.
Polities.
Damn it.
Polities.
Listen, he's dead. Okay, he's dead. All
we
right,
will
it's
end
fine.
this video right here, and I will just message you Polities for the next 2 hours until you get his name right. Polities. So two things that I have.
Yeah.
So these are the men right here.
Yep.
Who have just been released. This is
Eurylochus?
okay. Right? You see how they're hugging him
Yes.
versus Odysseus,
Yes. Again,
right?
they probably locked
Showing
closer
that
in.
connection to the closest between the crew and Eurylochus versus the crew and Odysseus.
Yes.
Now the last thing is I didn't explain it at the time, but you probably heard me pause when he said it's been 12 long years, and I went, wrong. Yes. Technically, in the canon of the story, at this point, it's only been 10 years since he's left home. So it's like... It was a mistake.
Odyssey,
a mistake in the Odyssey.
Okay.
Yes. It was a mistake lyric that came up. So now it's you know, it's your choice on whether or not it's, you know, Odysseus just lost track of time because he's an idiot, and Polites was the calendar holder. So he was the one who had the calendar because he had the calendar for everyone's birthday.
Rip.
He's lying to gain more sympathy from Circe by saying it's been 12 years, like I've been away longer than I have, so that she's more likely to help him.
I mean, it's interesting.
Both of those are good theories, to be honest.
The good theories. I think in this moment it's probably the former. I would think.
Which one? The one that he was lying?
No.
Or the one that Polites was the calendar holder because he was trying to keep track of everyone's birthday, all 600 men.
I believe that one. I believe that.
I believe that one too. And now he's gone, so there's no more birthdays. You know, who's gonna celebrate their birthday when they don't even know what day it is anymore?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, just imagine you're waking up on your birthday, you have no idea it's your birthday, and Polites is just there with a cake. He's like, "Happy birthday!"
It's like the scene from the Fire Nation and the airship. Somebody remember? Like, oh my god, I can't believe the captain remembered my birthday. Happy birthday! As I'm sinking in the ocean. Yeah, I don't know if why would he lie, and why only 2 years? It would be my question for the theory.
Right. With the 2 years, it was just because it was a mistake lyric. But with lying, it's because, you know, generally speaking, when you're trying to get sympathy from someone, you want to kind of exaggerate a little bit. And
he's not gonna say it like 20 years, because that's kind of like, okay,
right.
Bro, there's definitely no
right.
way
At least
20.
with 12 years, it's like it's kind of feasible. Where you're like, oh well, he was at war for 10 years.
It seems like sweet spot between 10 and another higher number.
Yeah. Like, why would he lie? He's trying to garner that sympathy from Circe, because, you know, when you want sympathy from someone, when you want someone to kind of be on your side when you're going through something, you'll semi-exaggerate what you're talking about. Right? That's just like basic psychology, because, you know, if I came up to you and I said, hey, like, I can't believe it, like, I haven't been to my house in a year, you'd be like, oh, I'm so sorry for you. But you wouldn't necessarily go out of your way to help me. But if I came up to you and said, oh my god, like, so much stuff has happened, like, I haven't been able to go home and see my family in 6 years, like, and now I can't even afford a flight, that kind of leads you down a direction where you're like, oh, I feel sorry for him.
You're gonna
he can't afford a flight. He can't go see. Yes, there's
sympathy
more of a chance that you were likely to be like, oh yeah, let me give you some money.
Yeah, I get the manipulation tactic. I just think in this moment it wouldn't really make sense for him to do that. Especially because he's being truthful, he's being pretty honest about everything else. You know, it's kind of it's almost like a breakdown moment in a sense. He's like, no, I'm trying to get. Can I just get home to my wife? Okay, it's been 12 years since I've seen her. I just lost 500 men to the freaking ocean water horse over there. All right, can I just?
Horse.
And then his son killed my best friend. Can we just go? Like, can I just get home? And just, you know, seriously, it's like, you know what? Okay, I get it. Here, I'll get you a step of the way there. That would be my argument for it. I mean, I
know, like that. I still agree that Polites was the calendar holder.
Absolutely. I think that's way more.
I just had to argue the other side just in case.
Oh, of course.
You know, obviously, that's how you advocate sometimes.
Frank's writing tip of the day. That's how you present the argumentative essay. You had the introduction, your argument, counter argument, and then break it as to why that kind of argument doesn't work. And then conclusion.
Exactly.
I just helped a bunch of you. No, I'm kidding. Anyway.
I'm just gonna ask the comment section though. Obviously, you hear that we both think it's the Polites one, where Polites at the calendar. But what theory did you have for why he said 12 instead of 10? Mm-hmm. Right. I don't know if there has been a confirmed canon answer to this question yet.
Now, canon as far as like Epic's canon.
Yes, Epic's canon, because You know, obviously Odysseus canon, Odyssey canon, it's 10 years.
Right. Okay.
You know, and then the minute when you realize that you put the wrong number in there after you've released the song and everyone's heard it and it's getting popularity and you're like, I can't fix
They
it.
made the theory or like the fans made the theories, because that'd be really interesting.
Yeah, I don't know that either, but if you do know that, you can also comment that down below to let us know.
Nope.
With that is the end of the Circe Saga.
Wow.
There is one more saga to go until the end of Act 1. Which also just so happens to be my favorite saga. It is the shortest saga, which upset me a little bit, but it is my favorite saga.
All right,
The Underworld Saga.
Ooh, interesting.
It's time. It is
I wonder
time.
if you got James Woods to reprise his role. Amazing.
Alright, well, if you guys enjoyed, make sure to let us know down in the comment section below anything we've missed, as well as anything you want us to check out. Because obviously, we're getting semi-close to the end of Epic here.
Yeah.
You know, we are getting to the end of Act 1. We have, like, 5 sagas left until we're done. And, you know, what are we going to do when we're done? We're going to be missing out on all this epic content.
Yeah.
But yeah, let us know. Anything music-related that you want us to check out. This could be musicals. This could be, you know, specific songs. You know, we were looking to get back into some other artists that we've reacted to in the past, so we might be doing those, so keep a lookout for those.
Nope.
We also do some games, so if you have some game suggestions, maybe some film or TV suggestions, we'll take those too.
Yeah.
We also are working on our own indie projects over on Our Clock Productions, so make sure to go check those out as well. Link in the description. And with that, we'll see you guys next time.
Goodbye.
Peace! Hey there, Honest Fam. If you enjoyed the chaos and fun today, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more wild adventures.
Remember, if you let us shenan once, we'll shenan again. So stick around for more last and unexpected twists.
Got any ideas for our next shenanigan? Drop them in the comments below. Until next time, keep it honest and keep it fun.
Goodbye.
Peace!